It's an overreaction for people to say that the blood of these police officers are on the mayor's hands. That is not true. I lost police officers. Other mayors have lost police officers. That's a very, very damaging thing to say, and it shouldn't be said. Nor do I think the police officers should turn their back on them. My heart goes out to Mayor de Blasio and Bill Bratton. There's no question they didn't want to see something like this happen, and I'm sure they're going to learn from this, and they're going to make some changes. But the part where I do disagree with the mayor is the way he policed the protest. He let the protests get out of control. They should have designated areas where they can protest, and the city can move forward as normal.
Our city is in mourning.
On his side, he should admit that some of his policies are wrong, and that some of his lack of support for the police maybe came from not understanding policing. This is enormously emotional, and it's a horrible act, and there's no way to explain the grief, and maybe, just maybe, it'll give people a different perspective on the police than they've been given over the last 4 months with all of these protests. This sounded like an insane man who was going to commit murder. He and all of these other people around the country, starting with the president and the attorney general, with all of this anti-police rhetoric, are creating a misimpression, and in fact, they're engaging in propaganda. The reality is that the police kill very few people. Killings take place among citizens. There is a very heavy amount of black-on-black crime. There's also white-on-white crime. Those are the things that have to be dealt with. I think most people realize, including people in the black community, Hispanic community, white community, it doesn't matter, any community, they all want more police. And they all realize that most of our police officers aren't just good people, they're heroes.